students, myself Sanika Nitin Munje. I am from Acharya Academy. I am in 12th standard. So today on the occasion of Teachers Day, I am here to teach you the topic or the phylum Porifera from the kingdom Animalia. So students, please respond and answer the questions. So let me share my screen. Yes. Has anyone in of you have done scuba diving? स्कूबा डायविंग केलंय का कधी तूने? Hello students. I think okay.
I request all the students to cooperate. Okay, your voices really matters to the teachers.
Yes sir. Okay students. So these animals from the phylum Porifera, we see these animals deep inside the marine life. Or if anyone have you done scuba diving, you might have seen this. So, phylum Porifera is the first phylum from the kingdom Animalia. Porifera are also called as the pores bearing, as they bear small pores on their body. Pori means pores and fera means bearer. So they are called as the Porifera. So we are going to deal with the characteristics of the poriferans. The animals included in this phylum are also called as the poriferans. They are commonly called as the sponges as they resemble the morphological characteristics of the sponges. ते sponge सारखे असतात त्यामुळे त्यांना sponges पण म्हणलं जातं. So and they are exclusively aquatic means we can find only them in the aquatic life, not on the land, or they are not terrestrial. So there mostly of them are marine and few of them species are the freshwater. Then the next characteristic that they are exclusively aquatic and solitary. Solitary means they are alone, or colonial means they form a colony and live in a colony. They are the sedentary. Sedentary means they do not move from one place to another. They stick to the one solid substratum. So they are non-motile, attached to the substratum. Substratum means solid support. Means you can consider the rock. दगडाला किंवा कुठल्याही जो सॉलिड सपोर्ट त्यांना भेटेल पाण्यामध्ये त्याला ते अटॅच असतात. सो नेक्स्ट कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक इज देअर बॉडी इज विथ द होल्स और वी कॅन ऑल्सो कॉल दिस ॲट द पोर्स. सो देअर बॉडी इज परफोरेटेड. Minute pores are called as the ostia. So these pores you can see here the small pores on their body. These pores are called as the ostia, and one large opening is here at the top. This opening is called as the osculum. This opening is called osculum. So presence of the central space of the central cavity. The space, this central space, along its sides the polar cells are there. I will explain it. So this central space is called as the spongocoel. So you might be thinking that how these plants get, animals get nutrition and oxygen, how might be they growing. So these animals bear water canal system. What is water canal system now? The water in the surrounding enters in their body through this ostia, which are the small pores, and from this ostia the water enters in the body, and the body of the spongocoel, the body of the porifera, takes the nutrients, food and oxygen which is required for their growth, and excretory products are excreted from the osculum, which is the large opening. So this pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, respiration and removal of the waste products. So spongocoel is lined by the flagellated cells called as the choanocytes or the polar cells. These cells we can see here which are lined. These are the flagellated cells. This helps in the trapping of the food and taking intake of the oxygen. Then their body is supported by a skeleton, which is the endoskeleton. From outside their body is supported with the skeleton which is made up of spicules. Spicules म्हणजे छोटे छोटे काटे जे ते यूज करतात from rescuing themselves from the predators. and making them rescuing themselves from the predators, or these are also called as the spongy fibers. Then their organization is cellular level. Then what is meant by cellular level organization? Can anyone tell? Hello students. Cellular level organization. Okay, I will explain. Cellular level organization means only cells are present. No organs or no tissues are formed from that cell. This is called as the cellular level organization. Means only the cells carry out all the functions of the body. Then they are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means bisexual. Bisexual. Anyone can tell what is meant by bisexual?
Male and female.
Yes, correct. Very good. Male and female, both the sex organs are present in one individual. Okay. Then there are the diploblastic animals. Diploblastic animals means generally mammals bear three germ layers, but this porifera have only two germ layers. As the diplastic. Body is asymmetrical. Asymmetrical means if I tell you to cut the body in the two equal halves, you will not able to do it because they are asymmetrical. You cannot cut their bodies into equal parts. Then next we are going to see how the reproduction is carried out in the poriferans. So reproduction is either sexual or asexual. Asexual reproduction is by fragmentation. Fragmentation means the body is cut down into small fragments, and then each fragment grow as a new individual, budding or gemelle formation. And sexual reproduction is by the formation of the gametes. Male gamete and the female gamete combines together and forms a zygote. Fertilization is internal. Internal fertilization means the male gamete and the female gamete fuse inside the body, not outside the body. So this is called as the internal fertilization. And development is direct. Development is indirect. So indirect development means we can see the larval stage. Means for example in butterflies and frog, we can see the larval stage, which is morphologically distinct from the adult. Now these poriferans also have the power of regeneration. Regeneration means if we cut or accidentally they are cut into the parts or the fragments, each part is again regenerated, grown again. This is called as the regeneration. So these poriferans have the power of regeneration. So the examples of this poriferan phylum is Cycon, Spongilia. Spongilia is a freshwater sponge. Euspongia, bath. This is also called as the bath sponge, as it was previously used by many of the peoples for in the purpose of bathing. Then Euplectella. It is also called as a Venus flower basket. So these are the collar cells or the choanocytes, which are flagellated, and here you can see the spicules which they use for protection. Then this is the example of the spongia, sponges. Yes, this is the Euspongia, Euspongia or the bath sponge, which was used previously by many of the peoples too for the purpose of bathing. This is Euplectella, which look like a flower vase. Sir, can I share a video?
Definitely.
1 second. So can you see the video, students?
Yes.
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 Yes, this was one experiment which was carried out to study the excretion or the water canal system in poriferans. This is the toxic substance which they injected near the ostia. So as this is toxic, the collar cells did not trap it and they immediately excrete it from the osculum. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then can we take a quick revision?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So poriferans are also called as,
Sponges.
yes. Then they are exclusively aquatic, means they are found in marine life or some species are freshwater. Then they are solitary. Solitary means,
Alone living.
yes, and they are colonial, means they form the colony. Then they are non-motile, attached to the substratum. Substratum means a solid support. Then their body is with the holes. What are that holes called?
Pores.
Pores.
Pores. Yes.
Pores.
And these minute pores are also called as ostia.
Ostia.
Yeah.
And the large opening is called as,
Oculum.
Restulum.
yes. Then the presence of central cavity, or it is also called as central space or central cavity, which you can see here, central space. It is called as spongiocele. Then water enters through the,
Ostia.
yes, and comes out from the osculum.
Osculum.
Yes, then these are cellular, this shows cellular level of organization. What is meant by cellular level of organization?
Single.
Only cells are present, no organs.
No tissues around lungs.
Yes, good. Then they are hermaphrodite and diploblastic. What is meant by asymmetrical body? Can anyone?
A plane cannot divide the body into two equal halves.
Yes. Then asexual reproduction is by fragmentation.
Fermentation, budding, and human formation.
Yes. Then fertilization is internal and development is indirect. And they have the power of,
Regeneration.
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 okay. Then these, what are these cells called as? What are these cells
Guys,
inside the body?
Silica spiculis.
No, these cells are the polar cells or the choanocytes. Then this is cycon. This is also the example of the cycon. This is spongilia, which is found in fresh water. Then this is euspongia or the bath sponge. And this is euplectella.